And we're live. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to our Camp SeasonAthon After Hours live show. This is like just us hanging out, having a good time. It is not going to go as late as our normal after hours would go. I am currently in Mississippi visiting my mother and family, so I can't be like on here until midnight hanging out. But
we're talking like 2 hours after the fact. I think we did last time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we've had some really long after hours. We won't go too crazy tonight. Just kind of hang out for a little while, see how everybody's readathon's been going. Just because we're having the live shows today does not mean this is the end of the readathon. You still have until the end of the month to submit whatever books you read. You still have until the end of the month to read whatever books. Just get them submitted before, let's say, midnight Eastern time on like 12 a.m. on the July 1st Eastern time. And then later in the day on July 1st, I'll go on the Discord and I will go, ta-da! Here's the winners. Congratulations. Yay. Though I'll tell you right now where the points stand. In third place, and now this is subject to change. You know, people can still have a lot of time to submit things. But in third place currently is Turquoise Cabin with 364 points. Don't forget to get
that's a lot of books.
Don't forget you get 3 points for the group book. You get a point for showing up to the author chat or just watching the author chat in the after. I think I'll count that too. And you also get 1 point for being here for this after hours live. Let's see. In the second place is the Pink Cabin, Tears, with 467 points. And in first place, currently, with 478 points, we have the Purple Cabin.
Nice.
That's still like a lot of books across all three cabins. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. Let me see. Hello, Kay. I think I can see. Hold on. I think there was a way for me to see the. There's like a pie chart somewhere, and I got to figure out how to get to it. That shows like. Where is it? Hold on. Marty did a thing. I can see like how many people submitted for different things and stuff like that.
I'm always in awe of people's like Google spreadsheets and stuff because I could never.
I can. He does all of those.
Pretty much my limit when it comes to a spreadsheet.
I am not that savvy. Where is it? I don't know where this is. Is it this thing? No, that's the sign-up form. I have like all these links, and I'm like, I don't know which one's which. This is our responses. Maybe go back. Back. Okay, no, that didn't do anything. Okay, I can't find it. I don't know. There's a way. I lost it. It was cool. There was like a little pie chart, and then it broke down all the different prompts and for each cabin, and cool. It was really neat. And it's gone forever now.
Never to be seen.
Hi, friends. Just came back from walking Wyatt and completing my daily walking goal of 10,000 steps. Way to go.
Awesome. Nice.
That's a lot of points considering it's mostly 1 point a book. Yeah. The only prompt that's more than 1 point is the Savior's Champion. That was my metal bookmark.
Your bookmark is so excited.
I need to hide my bookmark.
Nice.
No children
I
present.
mean, that's literally the entire shelf right here. This is
Do
all Polycon books, so that's pretty much that bookmark, and this shelf go along real well.
Hello.
Hey, Lynn.
So yeah, for everybody that hasn't submitted their books, make sure you get them submitted before the end of the month. And how many books do you think you will complete? Not having already completed, but from this point forward, how much do you think you'll get done before the end of the month?
I'm trying to do one more, but it is the second book in the Lives of Locke Lamora, the Gentleman Bastard.
Well, that's a big book, isn't it?
It's a good one.
So I don't know if I'll get completely done with that one.
I brought.
But if I can stop close to the halfway point, if I don't get at least halfway, I can use it for Comic-Con readathon next month. So if I don't get it done completely, it won't go to waste for a readathon point.
I don't know. Like, I think I have one more audiobook that I can listen to, possibly, maybe. I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I do. I have Stormfront by Jim Butcher. That's one I could listen to. And then I also brought a book that's neither on my June nor July TBR. I was just like, I'll bring any book to go to my mom just in case I want to read something while I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I might not read anything.
I'm working on one of my Kindle, but it's a set of short stories, and you know how much I love short stories. So I probably won't finish that, and it's really long. It's like over 400 pages. But I do have an audiobook that's only 6.5 hours long that I can read for The Outhouse because the Goodreads rating is 2.77.
Ooh, ouch.
I'm like, that's low, but it's got a great cover.
I actually my one for Outhouse was surprisingly from a past season-a-thon author. It was Emberly Wimbley and Austin Segman Broca, and it was their like Never Take Your Ex on Vacation. It had like a 3.24, but I mean I enjoyed it. It was not their best book. Like I've loved some of their other books. It wasn't their best book. I think I gave it like 3.5 stars, but I've read way worse. It wasn't terrible. Makes me feel a little bit better about that being my lowest rated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Stephanie says 2 more maybe.
Nice.
I might do 1 more, but I've done 20. I did 7 audiobooks trying to drown out construction this week. Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, this past like 2 weeks, I really haven't read a huge amount because last weekend Marty's parents were visiting us, and so I wasn't reading a lot while they were there. And then between the time that they left and we came here, I was like filming and editing and doing all the things I needed to do before coming here, and so I really didn't read a huge amount. Except I did do my Better bucket. That was an experience. Y'all just have to watch that to see what happened there, because it was there were challenges. And it didn't go the way I thought it would go.
As long as you didn't land on that same space like you did a couple times ago, over and over.
Rewind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling my mom about the game, and I was like, yeah, there was this one time that I was doing so good, and then I got stuck. I kept going back and back and back. And then I failed. Yeah. The amount of books read and everything with this Better bucket was surprising. You just have to watch that when it comes out. I think that is going to come out next week, I think.
Nice.
Sorry, don't mind my concentration face. I'm trying to remember the name of the book.
think
For
it
Dungeon
comes-
Caller Carl.
I have to look on my little planner, but I think it's supposed to be posting on Monday. So,
Nice.
because I think it posts on Monday. The vlog that I'm currently filming will post on Friday, and then my wheel of TBR will be the next Monday,
Okay.
if I remember correctly. Oh no, did you do another of what I think you did? And the special book gift didn't help. No, it didn't help. It helped my heart. It made me feel good. Stephanie sent me a gift that came during the time that I was filming Better Book It. So I actually unboxed it in that video and thanked her for it. But no, it wasn't something that got used in that video. And I would have liked to try to use it in my wheel of TBR, but it didn't work with that either. Because I literally spun gifted on my wheel of TBR. And I was like, I almost never get gifted books anymore. So I was just like, ooh. And I was like, I know a book I literally just gifted. But it's like, I have to read 2 more before I can get to that one. I was like, oh, that won't work. So I had to do some digging to figure out what, actually not too much digging because I've already filmed my, Have I Read It? That's going to be posting in July. Mm-hmm. And the first Have I Read It that I filmed, the haul that I was reacting to, there was like a stack of books that I had been gifted from different people. And so I was like, I can just pick one of those. Otherwise, I would literally have to go through every one of my books looking for that gift note.
Yeah.
I just keep them all in the book. So, or I'll write on a paper if there's not something and say who it's from. And so I'm like, I really did not want to have to do that digging. I think I got one book at Christmas time, and that was from Marty's mom, and I've already read that one. So I don't know why people just even family, they just stop getting me books, and I'm like, do you think I have to
know how big your TBR is? They're like, nah, she got plenty to pick from.
And maybe that's what it is. I was like,
that's what they should do. If you host like the holidays, they should just secretly go into your rooms and pick one and just wrap it and just.
Depending on where they picked it from, I might be like, oh, I've never heard of this book. Literally, when
I've been buying books that I already bought before. So
while they were here, we went to this place called Ollie's, and it's like this discount store, and they've got books like really cheap. And I was like looking at some books, and I was like, ooh, this looks good. I might get this. And I was like, let me just look. I mean, I haven't updated my Goodreads in a few years. Like since we've lived in the house that we're living in, every book that I've acquired since then has not been added to my Goodreads because I haven't gotten around to adding them. And so I was like, let me just look. And it just so happened that I had it marked as owned on Goodreads. I'm like, don't buy it. Because otherwise, I was like, I already had it, but I was totally about to buy it again.
Buying the little scanner is like the best purchase or our best Christmas gift I ever got was one of those little library barcode scanners. So I scanned everything into Libib.
Well, I did that. So we had I had one when we lived in the house that we lived in before, and I had everything scanned. And every month, before the books went on the shelves, we'd scan them. And then in the move, we lost the scanner, and I have since bought another scanner. I don't know where it went. It came into the house. I opened it, and then poof. Never used it. Never used it. It's somewhere. The house ate it. I think my books hid it somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll find it like behind a stack of books or something. Thomas loved the video where you got stuck on rewind. He was like, she totally didn't think this through. Well, I remember when I created the game, I think I did like a random number generator or something to figure out where these special pieces would go, like where the move forward or the rewind or the start over or the skip to the end. The random, I think it was like the random number generator selected where each of those pieces went on the board. And it just so happened that rewind was like close to the end. And it just so happened that start was kind of like start over was in like the first third of the game. Case in the missing book scanner. Yeah, I don't have the slightest clue where it went. It just, the house ate it. Or maybe Einstein did, because he eats everything. Hey, Samuel. You want to say hi? Say hi, YouTube.
Hi.
This is my nephew.
Hi, nephew.
Yep, we're on YouTube. What you doing over here?
Just ran because I wanted to.
You just want to say hi?
I just wanted to say
He's taller than I am. How old are you, Samuel? He's 11 years old and he's taller than me. He's a tall boy. Oh, they're like, that's not hard to do. Well, I'm like 5'2". Not that short. I mean, that is short, but.
I mean, to be fair, one of my friends is 4'11", so compared to her, you're not short.
They went outside already. Oh, me. Okay, let's see. Hey, Marty. Never mind. Oh, there, you can hear me. Do you know how to get to that thing that shows like the pie chart and all that? How do I get to it?
Oh, spreadsheet.
We want to see the stats.
I want to know. I want to get to it. He's like, I don't know. He looks like a young Xander. A little bit. I mean, except Xander had like the poofy curly hair and he was blonde. But yeah, they do like kind of resemble each other a little bit. She got a lot of kids, so.
I have a look-alike cousin.
He's the oldest, but then there's also so it's Samuel, Benjamin, Judah, Kara, Samaya, and then the one she's pregnant with. No, full house. Oh. So, what time is it where you are?
7:18.
4:18.
My computer says it's 7:18, but I know it's not. It's 6:18. I was about to say it's 7:18 until you said that. I was like, wait a minute. My computer's wrong right now. It's like dinner time here. Hungry.
Yeah, I ate right before we started.
Normally we do like a theme with food, and like everybody has pasta or everybody has sushi, or I totally didn't think about it this time, but also I'm not providing the food, so I'm not really.
Yeah.
I can't control the food. It's whatever they want to make. I don't know what we're having. Something vegetarian.
leftover spaghetti.
Leftover vegetarian spaghetti.
Mm.
Yeah.
We had hot dogs.
Beyond beef balls. They're actually not that bad. I don't particularly like meatballs, so I like have to chop them up. But
Anytime I think of like vegetarian meatballs, I think of the song from Rent, where Mimi's like, they taste the same if you close your eyes.
they actually had like a sausagey kind of taste, which is weird. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of sausage, but it's weird that something that's not meat has like it tastes like a meat thing. I mean, I guess that's the point. It's fake meat. but should taste like meat. But some of them have had like, I don't know, a weird taste to it. Like not bad, just odd. Sure. She's heating up the veggie sketty.
I'm partially distracted because they just announced who the brunch speaker is for Polycon. And since tickets go on sale tomorrow, I'm like, oh, dang it, I have to get it.
Who is it?
Rebecca Yaros.
Oh.
And I'm like, ew, it's going to be a bloodbath tomorrow.
When and where? So it's tomorrow?
The tickets go on sale tomorrow at 7 p.m.
When is the Polycon? Where is the Polycon?
It's right outside of DC in National Harbor, Maryland, right there at the Gaylord. And it's let's see. This time around, it is one. All right, come on, show me. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to go to the website to get it.
What does a Polycon stand for?
It's named after JLA's whatever that book she wrote.
Okay.
It's Jennifer L. Armentrout's convention. She created it.
Okay.
But it's named after the one book in that series.
Mm-hmm.
But next year it's April 23rd through the 26th. And then the weekend before that is the weekend BookCon returns.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm very tempted to just make it I'm just going to be up north for a week and a half. I don't know how I'm going to get any of the books home because I drove to a Polycon to DC this time. And I'm like, I don't think I can do it again.
When I went to BEA and BookCon, I want to say it was the last year they had it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one I went to. I think that's the last one. A lot of us newbies
before the COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I think I shipped books back. Like I shipped books from their home. Yeah. There was a lot. There were so many. Because I had flown there.
Yeah, I drove because I was taking so many books with me, as well as I was like, I knew I'm gonna need stuff, so I just drove. But I ended up actually bringing back Bree from the Booktrovert. I brought her books back to her husband in Charlotte on my way home.
I don't think I had anything going on. I might have to see if I can go. That'd be fun. I haven't been into a book thing in forever.
That was the first time I'd gone. Like that was the first Polycon for all of us that went. We had a good time. It was fun.
I've never gone to that one. But I have gone to the BA and BookCon, and I think I went by myself when I went to that, and I stayed for a few days. Like I think I got there a day or two before, and I stayed a day or two after, and it was fun. Yeah, I went and saw Harry Potter. And that's what
my friend and I did. We probably were all sitting in the same exact theater.
But it's possible. I remember. I want to say it was. I watched part 2 the day of part of the BA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so did we. We were.
Part 1 I watched like the day before.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we were probably there.
And it was raining like crazy waiting in the line to go in. It was raining like crazy. And I remember I did not have an umbrella. I was getting soaked. I was standing under this place where the water was just like running down and landing like down my back. And then a lady came out and she was like, does anybody want to do the VIP, whatever? And you get to go in early and get like
yes, please.
Drinks and appetizers and all this stuff before the show and intermission and everything. And it applies to both days. And I was like, yes. It was like, I forget, it was not a huge amount more. And I was like, yes, because I was wet and I was cold. And I was like, I just want to go inside. It was perfect.
Yeah, I was
Like,
the only time it rained on
jumped at
me.
it. Like, let me in there.
Yeah, the only time it rained on me was not at BookCon, but a different. We were just in New York to see How to Succeed in Business with Dan in it, and it was pouring at stage door. We're all like umbrellas. Some people did have umbrellas. The rest of us are just standing in the rain, drenched. And they came out and they're like, "Y'all are standing in this rain." We're like, "Yeah, we are." We're here.
Yeah, let us in.
Yeah, I jumped at the opportunity to get in there. And it was cool too, because like the second day, I think it was, because I got it for both, the VIP thing for both days.
Hmm.
The second day, I got to meet the guy that was going to be playing Draco in California.
Okay.
He was actually there to watch the performance, because he had the part already and was, and so, and I was like, so we got to talk back there.
Cool.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And the food
I
was
enjoyed
cool.
meeting Sarah Hyland's dad. He was just fantastic because we met him at stage door because he played Dumbledore.
Oh, cool.
And I had met him twice from going to see it then with a friend and then seeing it with my mom. And so he was like hysterical. He was great.
That's cool. But yeah, it was like, I did that. I did the Strand. You know, of course, every book person that has to go to the Strand. What else? I honestly don't remember too much. I remember I was not really staying in what seemed like a very good place. And I was by myself, and it was kind of far from everything. And I remember I had to like I was not too far from Central Park at some point. And so I was like, I'm walking by myself. Let's go on Instagram Live. So, and so I'm like looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm like, if anybody comes up behind me, I'm gonna see them in my camera. I was like, and I told him, I was like, guys, I'm here so like I don't die, okay? Let me know if somebody's coming up on me.
Let me know if you see anything suspicious.
I was like, I'm just gonna stay alive with you this whole time, like while I'm walking to wherever. By the time I was done, I was like, I'm fine. I did get offered. There was a meetup the very first night. There was a meetup with a bunch of booktubers at some bar, and like Chelsea from Chelsea Darling Reads, and Julie, and gosh, just a ton of them. We were all meeting at this bar. And I remember I was talking to Marty because I'm walking down the street by myself at night. And so I'm talking to Marty on the phone. He's like, you're going to hear if I die, okay? And he got to hear somebody try to sell me substances. I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you.
That happened to my friend and I in London. We're like, no, also, isn't it illegal here? Like a lot illegal here?
Oh, these were definitely illegal things for sure. It wasn't just like a little, it was all the things. And he just kept naming off things. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah. We're like, you have fun. You go enjoy yourself. We're good.
Like, fortunately, this happened like just outside the bar that I was going to. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. And there were other people there already. So I'm like, okay. Lots of things I can't say on YouTube.
Like in Jamaica, the Bob
Harder things than that. Not the Bob Marley things, the other things. Yeah, when we were in Jamaica, everybody was trying to give us some Bob Marley. I can say that. I can't say all the other things.
Yeah.
So we're like, no, we're good. My mom was like wearing a Jesus shirt. They're trying.
Look like it's
She's like, do we look like we need? Maybe. We need a relax man.
Are you going to Y'all Fest this year?
Do it.
You going to Y'all Fest?
No, probably not. I love Y'all Fest and I would love to go, but I think I'm going on a cruise.
I was going to be probably on a cruise.
I don't know. I don't know if I could because, like, okay, it's the second weekend of November, or at least that's what it always has.
Yeah, I think it is.
Which would be like the 7th, 8th of November. So I have a back-to-back cruise on starting October 22nd that I don't get home from until November 1st. And then I leave on another cruise on November 14th until November 23rd. So I feel like I really shouldn't go to Y'all Fest
rest
the weekend between. It would literally be like, get home on a Saturday, the next Thursday leave to go to Charleston.
Yeah.
Come back on that Sunday from Charleston just to leave that Friday to go on the next cruise.
And where are we cruising to this time?
I don't know. Let's see.
You go for the cruise or do you go for the destination?
It depends. Like I think some of them are for the ship and some of them are for the destinations. Let's see. Let me look. I'm gonna pull up my list of cruises because there's a lot of.
I would like to go. I had fun in December.
You know, I'm always looking for cruise buddies because I get all these free cruises and you know, I just have to pay the taxes and port fees, and it's for two people. I can't like give them to anybody. I have to be part of it. So I'm always like, who wants to go with me?
I mean,
Okay.
hey, if it works out with my schedule, I'm down.
So I have
down too. We're all just like, yeah, this.
Yeah, not for a cruise.
I have one in August. It's a 5-night Bahamas cruise out of Florida. Then October, let's see. No, sorry, September. I have one out of Miami.
Are these free
Not
cruises?
Miami, Manhattan.
This is what you're going on?
Yeah, these are ones I have booked. So I have one. My mom's like, I'm going with you. Let's see. So Marty and I have one in September out of Manhattan, and it goes where? Where do you go? It's Eastern Caribbean. That's all I know. Let's see. It goes to St. Thomas, San Juan, and Grand Turk. What is the beach? Oh, okay. And then October 18th through the 23rd, I have a 5-night Bermuda cruise out of Maryland. And this is the first part of a back-to-back. So staying on the same ship, we go on 9-night Canada and New England on the same ship. That's October 23rd through November 1st. And we go from Maryland to Boston, Massachusetts, St. John, New Brunswick, Sydney, Nova Scotia, and Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Nice.
Then November 16th, I go on a 6-night, and this one's more for the ship. Because we're in like the room, I think I have a junior suite or something. And that's like a Bahamas, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. And then in January, my mom and I are going on a 14-day Southern Caribbean. from the January 17th to the 31st. And let's see, where are we going? Don't know. People ask me, where are you going? I'm like, there's so many places.
When are you? I think their question is, when are you not going on a cruise?
Let's see, we're going to Celebration Key, Half Moon Cay, San Juan, St. Thomas, Curacao, Aruba, and Montego Bay. And then February, me and Marty, Xander, and Braden are going on the Icon of the Seas, and that's a 7-night Eastern Caribbean. It goes to St. Martin, St. Thomas, and Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And those are all the ones I have booked currently. Tomorrow, my mom and I are going to look at some cruises, and because I was like, I need to squeeze in 3 more week-long cruises with Carnival before a certain date. And so I'm like, let's look at and see what offers I have and what you might want to go with me.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, my big thing is just September going to London with 2 of my best friends. I'm taking them, but we're going to go see the McBusted versus McFly concert. And then I'm like, no, we're staying for the whole week. Just letting y'all know.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And they've never been, so I get to show off London.
That's cool.
And then my one friend has never been out of the country.
I was looking for my dogs to react. Like, my dogs aren't here. Thank you, Debbie, for telling me about TBR Trails. Love doing that reading challenge as well as Mel's.
You are welcome.
She's Team Centaur, unfortunately. Team Centaur. Oh, yeah, it's great fun. Team Azrays are going to win, though. Sorry. Debbie and I are both Team Azray.
Yep.
We're like, sorry, guys, we're going to win. Oh, I can also tell y'all who the co-host for SeasonAthon Academy are going to be.
Ooh.
Amy from A-Star Reads and Paige from Pages with Paige.
Oh,
They're going to be our co-host for. I do not yet have a group book. I'm still working on that. I have already figured out.
Darn, I can't guess.
No guessing, because like I don't even know at this point. I kind
I
of
can't believe I got the Christmas book right.
me either. Like that was a
And
shot.
the fact that I owned it was even better.
That was unbelievable, because like that was such a random book for us, and I was just like, oh no, you're never gonna guess that. And you're like, and I'm like, yeah,
actually, that I bought too. I just saw it on like the end cap at Barnes & Noble, and I was like, "Oh, cute! A cute Christmas book with a dog." Okay.
yeah, I never would have thought anybody would guess that, because it was so different from everything else that we had, and yeah, it wasn't like a big author or anything. So random.
It was such a cute book, though.
I could became a cruise buddy after Thomas graduated high school, since he will also graduate trade school at the same time. He wants to be an electrician. Nice. That's cool that he graduates both at the same time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good profession.
Xander really needs to get into something like that for real. Right now, like, so he stayed home because yesterday he had 2 interviews. He's gotten to the point where like he did not want to work like fast food. Like he wanted a real job. Like work at a factory or something, whatever. But now he's gotten to where he's applying fast food places, and he interviewed at McDonald's yesterday, and he interviewed at a place called Bryden's Market, which is like a little farmer's market place yesterday, and then he interviewed at Arby's today, and he's still not getting any calls back. I'm like, what are you doing wrong? Like, like
Movie theater's great. Great first jobs.
His girlfriend works at this one movie theater, and like he was going to try to get a job there, but it's not allowed because they're dating. It was kind of like, that sucks. He tried to get a job at Olive Garden. Like he applied for just a busser position. Like they had it listed as a for a busser position, like cleaning the tables and stuff. And he goes in for an interview, and they're like, we don't have any busser positions, but I can ask the other people if they have any positions. And so he did the interview, and I guess they had no position for him.
Then why do you even have it listed?
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy.
Yeah. So he's just like, he's not having any luck. He's been trying and trying and trying, and he's like, I need money. He's 19 and hasn't had a job. He's like, I need money. Hello, Drew.
Hello.
And I wish I could be on the same team as the both of you, but it's okay. Maybe next time. Oh, yeah. TBR Trail has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it immensely. I think I'm actually going to be able to complete all the prompts this time for this round.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I think that they are ready to. Are you okay? I think they are about ready to eat some food. She showed me an egg that she just took from her chickens because there are animals here.
I have a chicken, just one.
She got a whole chicken. She got 8 chickens.
We
She got
had
a whole
4, but we're down to 1, and she was the one that got bullied, and so I think she is like perfectly content being a solo chicken, and she turns into a feral dinosaur for blueberries. It's absolutely hilarious.
A feral dinosaur for blueberries. That's funny.
Turns to a little feral dinosaur.
Well, she has 8 chickens, but like earlier I went outside and there was like 4 random chickens in her front yard that don't belong to her. They're just
At least her guts are not.
Aw.
That's Yonda.
Yonda.
Named after Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy, because we had to put stuff on her comb, and it kind of made her the opposite color scheme of his mohawk.
That's awesome.
That's cute. Beyond the Pages, I'm on Centaurs as well. You want to be on the winning team? Yeah, if you want to be on the winning team. Hey, Azrae's won this last round.
Yes, we did.
Just made it. Hey, from Nova Scotia. Hello.
No.
We were actually just talking about cruises I have planned, and I'm going to be stopping at a couple places in Nova Scotia in October.
Hannah Green Gables.
Yes, Team Centaur. Team Centaur.
Of course.
Wait a minute now. This is not. This is not
Centaur representing in the chat right now. Melanie's like, nope, this live is done. Forget y'all.
Yeah.
You guys needed to win this time, though, for real. Do you have the book picked out already, or is it time to be Detective Drew? I do not have the book picked out. I am still reaching out to authors. I started a little bit later than I usually do, so hopefully I find us a group book. Otherwise, we might just not have a group book. I don't know. It happens sometimes. Or I'll pick a group book and we'll just discuss it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll combine the after hours and, just have one live if I don't have a group book.
Yeah.
We can discuss the book and everything else. We don't want it to be too easy. So sorry I started trouble. Yeah, you trouble starter. Awesome. Yes. PEI is not far from me at all. PEI. Prince Edward Island. Prince
And
Edward
Green
Island.
Gables.
I was like, what's PEI? Okay. It's all in fun. I'm not actually being serious. No. I like the good humored, the fun competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Camp SeasonAthon has been good fun competition.
Mm-hmm.
And Purple Team, you're going down before the end of this month.
Purple Team, put all your books in.
Ooh, any options? I could probably help pick one. I have a massive list. I have a massive list of options. I just have to reach out to the authors, and I've reached out to some. The first author I reached, let me just tell you this. The first author I reached out to responded back right away. It was super nice, but had to turn it down because they are selective mute. So a live show really wouldn't work out very well.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. No worries.
That wouldn't have worked.
No. I'm like, okay. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
The things we
It's
learn,
well.
things we learn about the authors.
Yeah, the next one, I didn't realize the book I had suggested being the group book. She writes in multiple age and with multiple different publishers, and the one I was suggesting that we use, and the one that they've got coming up that we can promote, are with two different publishers and two different age groups. And so they're like, yeah, no, we're only focusing on this one. And I was like, okay, well, we were going to do this one because that one won't have come out yet. So they had to turn that one down. So I keep trying. I keep trying. I have no clues to give because I don't have a clue myself. Well, now that sounds like a challenge. Come on, Purple Cabin. No, Purple Cabin, you just take it easy for the rest of the month. Just relax.
Pull out all the manga.
Coast. Purple can just coast the rest of the way through the readathon.
Turquoise Cabin, work at the canteen, hang out at the canteen.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a prompt over and over and over again. So
I've had quite a few people. I've had a few people for Turquoise Cabin come back and watch my sprints at a later date, and I'm like, and I try to be like, what are you reading? So I'm like, go.
Make sure you smell them.
Currently, Purple Cabin is beating Pink Cabin by 11 points, which is not a lot. It's not a big gap.
That could easily be like one person in the Pink Cabin who hasn't put books in yet.
Yeah. So, Purple, you just chill.
To be honest, I'm gonna give my cabin full credit for this win because I've only read like 4 books, so it's not me. I am just purely here in a counselor capacity.
Yeah, just here in a counselor capacity. Let's see. I can tell. So in Pink Cabin, let me see if I can sort these by the name. Okay, so Amanda from the Reading and Writing Life for Pink Cabin has submitted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amanda and Nate has they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 15.
Hot bowl.
Hot bowl.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hot bowl.
Let's see. I'm not going to read everybody's. Oh, Amanda Jane has submitted a lot for Pink Cabin. Andrea B has submitted a lot. Anna has submitted 4. Ari has submitted 2. We have a few people that have submitted like 1, 2, 3, 4. Chels has submitted a lot. I don't know how many. Hold on, what? I can just read the line. 84 to 20. So 16 plus 27. So 30, 40, 43. Chelsea submitted 43. If I'm adding this right.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Christy has submitted a lot. My stack, I've submitted a decent amount, but it's like nothing compared to some of these people.
I will say, if I can finish Red Seas Under Red Skies, I'll also be right on my goal at 50% through my Goodreads goal.
Nice.
Which tracks for the year, which is nice.
Let's check out Purple. The Purple Cabin. Oh, it's weird seeing Melanie because there's a Melanie in Purple Cabin too. Okay, scrolling up to the top. Alicia Aparzan has submitted a lot. You got a lot that have submitted like 2, 3, 4, 5. Chelsea has submitted a lot.
Nice.
Aaron has submitted a lot. Let's see. 181 to 211. So 30 books or 30 point or 30 submissions, not necessarily
That's
points. 30
awesome.
submissions from Aaron.
Nice. Does that include like
Yours-
the sprints?
I feel like purple is like very balanced. Like there's a lot of people that have submitted, 5 to 10.
Nice.
There's,
Well,
there
everyone
are a
in
couple
chat,
that
remember you
have
can submit watching this live right now.
Yes.
So if you haven't submitted for this live, or if you watched our author chat earlier, remember that's also for a point.
Yes. Rindlin has submitted a lot. Okay, let's go to turquoise.
I know Lynn on turquoise probably submitted a lot.
And Paige, she submitted a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Scrolling back up to the top. Okay, Ashley had actually submitted like 21, it looks like. Debbie has submitted a lot. Let's see, Debbie has submitted like 27, it looks
That's
like.
about right. I read a lot this month.
Who did you say you thought had submitted a lot?
Lynn. At least I know
Let's
she
see,
read.
Lynn.
She usually reads a bunch.
2, 4.
She may have not submitted
Lynn
them
has
all
submitted
yet.
like 20.
Yeah.
Manuela. It's like 26.
Ooh.
Nice.
Let's see, Paige. 72. 16. Yeah.
You like it like that?
Those are probably the biggest ones.
Nice.
Let's see. Look at these comments. Ooh, I don't know. Already saw that. Well, I have read 10 books this month, but none of them are for camp except one.
I'm sure they
most
fit.
of those, look at the prompts, because most of those books that you read could probably fit for some kind of prompt.
Yeah.
Because we made it in a way that just about anything you read could fit for one thing or another.
Yep. Like Dance Studios and Mood Read. You got
Mood
the
Read,
audiobook one.
Yeah.
So if you have dance on that list, then you could really just submit them all. We never said that you just had to do one prompt.
Or if you have a beautiful cover, if you listen to audiobooks for all of them and you had the audiobooks prompt, then you could literally just spend your whole time at camp doing freestyle dance.
Or Canteen, all small books.
Yeah, all small books. Going to read the book Fable and Anna Karenina. Oh,
Is that
Anna
Fable
Karenina.
from Adrian Young?
That's what I'm thinking. Anna Karenina would be my first immersive reading experience.
Go read it.
It's
That
good with
duology is
audiobooks
so
too.
good.
I hated Anna Karenina so
That
much.
I have not read yet. It's sitting right there. Like I can see it staring me down.
It's not for the faint of heart.
It's gonna be an audiobook for sure.
That was one time when like Marty Pick came up and he picked Anna Karenina for me to read, which was cruel. But I read it and I hated it. It was like, it was so annoying and everybody was cheating on everybody.
Like it's a pretty copy, but I'm like, I'm just not a classics girl unless I want to be specifically reading it.
The movie's decent.
That might be what I do. I'm just gonna go watch them.
That's what I would recommend. Just watch.
I would actually watch
I-
the movie
like, I'll
and then
read-
read it.
Yeah.
I would say
reading
skip
it
the
after I
reading
watch
it altogether. It was not a fun experience, and it took way too long, and it was just stupid, in my opinion. I hated them.
Now, Les Mis, on the other hand, I enjoyed that one.
I have not read.
100 pages of that.
You know,
I
it's like
recommend the abridged version. It's okay. You can read the abridged version.
But there is 300. Like you could do a chapter a week, I think. I don't know if it was like 50
I'm not
chapters or
against classics.
something like that.
It's just some classics.
Yeah.
Some classics like Anna Karenina are garbage.
Count of Monte Cristo. That's a good one.
I have not read that. Anne of Green Gables. I like Anne of Green Gables. I like Little Women. I like
Jane Austen.
things with Charles Dickens.
Dickens good.
Jane Austen, I like. I still have to like for classics. I tend to have to audiobook them just because I think for some reason I get it more that way.
Yeah, it helps.
I'm currently chopping up my
Your veggie spaghetti.
beefless balls. That's what I'm calling them now. They're beefless balls. I'm currently chopping them up and trying to mix them in with the spaghetti.
Yeah, I was like, if you haven't watched the song La Vie Boheme from Rent, it's the very opening of that number. Yeah, it's the very opening of that number, and that's when they talk about the meatless balls.
Mm. I love Rent. I've seen it. I watched the movie many, many times, but I've seen it on Broadway, like before it ended before their time on Broadway ended. Cried.
I've seen it twice on the tour coming through here.
Marty even shed a tear. Let's see, how many do you have for me? Brandy and purple. Oh, let me check. Let me check for you. Okay, let me go over to the purple cabin. Okay, purple. Hello. Okay, sort. A to C. Okay. Brandy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 for Brandy. Loved Anna Kay.
It's your first time reading Fable.
Loved Anna Kay more than War and Peace. There is a book is it called Anna Kay? Like it's a modern retelling of Anna Karenina. I had that one, and after reading Anna Karenina and hating it, I was just like, I'm not even.
I listened to the first chapter and I was like, I'm not in the mindset for this one. Like, I'm not doing this right now. So I don't know. I might just have to watch the movie for Anna Karenina. I couldn't even do Anna Kay. I was just like, did not grab my attention right away.
I didn't even attempt Anna Kay. I was just like, I'm not even going to
for library. It was an art.
And it might have been so much better, but I hated Anna Karenina that much. So, I don't have a lot of books that I'm just like passionate about how much I dislike.
Yeah, I should do a video of. I read Anna Karenina because Melanie told me not to. I get along with it.
There's not a lot of books that I'm like passionate. Like I really did not like this book, and Anna Karenina is one of them. There's many books I'm just like, I don't really care for it. Forget about it, whatever. Or I'm not really feeling it. I'll DNF it and then forget about it. But then there are some that I read all the way through, and I'm like, this is now ingrained in my soul, and I wish it wasn't. I hate it. I loathe it.
Lolita.
The one?
Yes. Narrated by Jeremy Irons. The writing style was so easy to read. It was really good, but it was about a pedophile. Terrible book. It's a classic.
I won't read that one.
No. And it's there now. Like you can't unsee some things. Yeah. No.
Yeah, like I don't think I have a classic that I haven't like that I despise, but I was one I can say was substantially disappointed in because I loved her first like horror thriller. I really enjoyed There's Someone Inside Your House. But The Woods Are Always Watching was awful.
Oh yeah.
I did not like it, and I was so bummed because I love every other book I've read from Stephanie Perkins I've enjoyed, but that one.
I think everything I've read by her, I've given like 3.5 stars to. Like, I don't think I read this one that you didn't like, but I read the one that There's Someone in Your House, or there's.
I just can't look at egg timers the same way, so just beware. Anybody who reads that, you won't be able to look at a kitchen timer ever again, or an open cabinet for that matter. Anytime, like my dad will leave a cabinet open, I'm like, no.
Well, now I want to read it because I'm like, what are you talking about? What happened?
Well, that's the Inside Your House one.
Oh,
the other one's
been a long time.
Yeah,
like maybe a decade since I've read that.
Yeah,
long.
But yeah, I was excited for
it was 2 houses ago.
It didn't. I was like, no, that didn't hit at all.
It got 3.5 stars, I'm sure. And any specifics have like fled my mind over the time.
I do need to watch the adaptation that they did, I think, on Amazon for it.
No, that I would totally watch it.
Yeah, because they did an adaptation for There's Someone Inside Your House, and it looks good. Like it looks like on point to
I
what happened.
so want a TV show of this. This would be such a fun TV show.
Yes.
Because the reason I asked about the cost, like the dresses that she talked about, because I was getting very much Rain vibes. Like it felt like it was very historical, but I felt like the dresses were a more like modern-esque version of what they would have been if it was more like ancient Greek and Rome kind of thing.
My book club is fully finished now. I'll have to rewatch what I missed here. Did you say where you'll post the Winning Cabin? So sometime on July 1st, I will be posting the Winning Cabin in Discord. And I'll say there where, who won. Like in the regular Camp Seasonathon chat. But I want to give people until like midnight Eastern time. I guess midnight July 1st to enter their books. All my books were audio this month. I left my notebook at my house, dog sitting for my grandparents. Oh, where'd she go? Debbie just disappeared. Which cabin were you in, and did your cabin have the music studio? Because if your cabin had the music studio, you can submit audiobook for music, music studio. The prompt is just listen to an audiobook, and you can submit that over and over again. So every audiobook you can submit for that.
Yeah.
I prefer children's classics than adult classics. I think I feel the same way. Like, I think Little Women, I guess Little Women would probably classify closer maybe to
I think that's
YA as far as a class.
Yeah. Which I need to read that. I have that on my TBR.
Anne of Green Gables, I also think that would be, I don't know. Maybe
I have a
YA
love-hate
as well.
relationship with that book.
I mean, she does start out as a child, but then goes all the way to adulthood.
I didn't read that book at the right time. I didn't feel like reading it. And so me and it didn't get along. I read the whole thing.
I thought Little Women was just so both of them. I thought were just kind of they're precious and wholesome. I'm doing those
Little
books
Women.
for
I
2 years.
enjoyed the recent movie. So.
And my biggest challenge is the Rory Gilmore challenge. I don't know that challenge.
The Rory Gilmore one is reading all the books that's mentioned in the Gilmore Girls that she's reading.
I've heard of that one before. That's right. Okay, Stephanie for turquoise. Let me look for you. Go over here. Okay. Stephanie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can't tell if it went down one or not. Hold on. Let me just look at the line that they're on. Okay, 323 to 19. You have 19 submitted. Oh, I didn't even know there was Anna K. I was trying to avoid typing in Karenina. Yeah, it's like a modern retelling of it. I think I actually got that at BEA or BookCon.
I think I got mine at Y'all Fest.
Maybe it was Y'all Fest. I can't remember. It was at a book festival. It was an ARC I had.
Yeah.
And I know there's like an Asian girl.
Mhm.
It's like on the cover, or at least on the ARC.
Yeah.
So it's like an
Like
Asian
it's
modern
like
day
blue
retelling.
sky, and then she's on the cover.
Did Kim and Debbie tell us their ratings of the group book? No, I don't think we actually discussed that at all. Where did Debbie
I
go?
mean, I haven't really been rating my books this year. I've just kind of been reading for the sake of reading and not really worrying about it. But if I had to, it'd probably be somewhere in like the high 4.5, 5-star range. Only because I feel like I would reread it, and that usually kind of means like 5 stars.
Are you going to continue?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to be reading.
I'm excited to see it from her point of view.
Me too.
I didn't realize it was from her perspective.
Me either. I thought it was just like continuing the story.
Yeah. I honestly, for some reason, I thought it was going to be like, I don't know who I thought it was going to be about, but so I'm intrigued because I feel like there was something in there where like he sees her with blood on her dress and her dagger bloody, and then we don't know who it was. And so I wonder if we're going to get to know who she offed.
Yeah.
So I don't think she ever says, and I don't think they ever talk about who else.
You're right.
He just because she disappears where he doesn't find her.
Or the package.
Yeah.
The package is never discussed either.
So I wonder if we're gonna get that. So now I'm like curious. I may really have to go like download it like right now and see if I can.
I already have it. Like I've had it for a while because I was intending on reading it. So I have it on Audible. So how
are the audiobooks?
Really good.
Good.
So
maybe I'll listen to it on audio.
I don't know. Was there like a different cast? Like, hold on.
No, I will definitely be continuing for sure.
Library. Go back.
Oh, Debbie's internet went down.
Oh, okay.
I was worried about that myself because it had been just looking like it was going to storm here, and we've been getting some awful storms. I mean, sure you have too, because you're literally just above me in a state. So.
Well, not right now. Right now,
yeah.
I'm south.
Any of these storms in the south have been awful this year.
I'm like almost to the Gulf right now.
Yeah.
Like I am south. Title details. I'm trying to see if it tells about the narrators. If there's more than one narrator or just the one, it's hard to tell. Like there's multiple voices. No, it's just one person. It's narrated by Nick Denton, but he does like the different voices for the different champions, the different guys, and some are very haughty. And it's funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I was in the little few hour break we had in between. I was snooping on her Pinterest, looking at the different character boards. I was like, I wanted to see the inspiration. Because I feel like sometimes if you do that, it ruins some things. So I don't like looking at authors' Pinterest boards until like after I've read it.
I can see that. So Debbie is trying to restart everything. Okay. So hopefully she'll be joining us back and she can tell you her rating. I don't normally read fantasy, but I had added it in 2018 when you had it as your number one book. But my library couldn't get it in, so I still need to read it. I'll have to buy it somewhere. It's not like, it really isn't like a lot of fantasy. It seems more like it could be. There are some magical aspects to it, but a lot of it is just a deadly competition.
Yeah. I would almost say it because I know like you could kind of get some like it's not historical fiction really, but like an historical fantasy feel to it just from that arena and the competition gladiator type of vibe.
Yeah.
But there isn't it doesn't feel as fantasy as other like
Yeah, like there's not like dragons and fairies and mermaids and things. There is one person, which is the savior,
who has magic.
Nobody else really has magic. Like that's
as far as my understanding was she could kind of let that was
her magic.
Well, yeah, in a way, but now I'm like, how true is that? Because now
yeah. She can share her magic. She can bless people and like heal do things.
Yeah.
But
it'll be interesting to see if there's more magic involved in the.
Well, I mean, she did say that we'll find out later that she can see dead people.
Yeah.
And things like that. So
that's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. I just thought of this. She'll be able to see all the dead contestants.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, is Milo just chilling in the village?
Are they all just gonna come back?
Maybe.
No real storms in New Jersey, but the heat is 100 and killing my hair. Oof. That's crazy to be 100 degrees in New Jersey.
I probably should have because I sat by the pool reading for like 2 hours.
All right. I want to wait for Debbie to get back. I was going to say I should get off here. Because we've been on here
with the rest of your family.
Yeah. Oh, but here she is. Yay.
Okay, yay.
Welcome back.
Yay.
Everything died.
So, as everything died for you, Kay asked about your ratings.
Oh, for the group book?
Mm-hmm.
4.5 to 5 stars.
That's exactly what Kim said.
Exactly what I said.
Not sure yet. Like 4.5, but I think I'd round up to 5 for doing reviews.
Will you read The Savior's Sister?
Yes, and I already signed up for her newsletter and got the free story.
I need to do that. I said I was snooping on her Pinterest, looking at the character boards.
Nice.
Oh, I'm totally gonna be like reaching out when it gets closer to time and be like, "So you got any of those hearts?"
Oh yeah,
I see that part happen because I want to know because we were
Just
talking about
slide over my address.
Yeah, we also were saying that we didn't realize that The Savior's Sister was a telling of the same story, but from her perspective. I thought it was like a sequel.
Me too.
Yeah. So now I'm like, now I just really want the Savior's Army.
Yeah. And we were also talking about how like what things are we going to get to see in The Savior's Sister, like things we didn't get clarified on in this, like the package that she had to go about.
And then we said the time he sees her walking down the stairs and her dress is bloody and she's putting her dagger away, we don't know who she killed. So there's a lot of unanswered questions that we might actually get from her perspective
in The Savior's Sister. And then, I mean, at least it's not too far until we get the Savior's Army. But like,
what did she say? February?
Like February, around February is when they're aiming for it to come out. But like, I need it like
I mean,
now.
I'll take any time near my birthday would be great.
Though she did say in the fall is when they would be doing arcs. So come SeasonAthon Academy, I'm gonna be sliding in there going, "You got those yet?" Hit the girl up. Yeah, yeah. Me too. I like the group book. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it both times reading it. It was, to me, it was just as fun reading it the second time around, picking up all the little nuances that I didn't, because hopefully everybody here read it.
Spoiler alert, it's happening. Sorry.
There's a big twist in here, a big reveal. And because I read it already, I knew that was a thing that was coming. But because I knew from the very beginning, I was picking up all these little bits and pieces that I didn't pick up the first time I read it. I'm saying it without a spoiler, but there is that big reveal. And I had fun picking up all the little pieces, all the little.
I was literally having an inner conflict. I was like gaslighting myself and being like,
I think I probably was the first time I read it too. I think I was probably feeling that same way the first time I read it. I remember too, though.
Right beforehand, I was like, no, I'm right. I know I'm right. Now I just need her to fix it. And she's not. That was probably the same as like Delphi, where she's just like, just tell him.
I remember.
I'm excited to see those conversations in The Savior Sister.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I remember that this book was like one that it would not leave my head, and it lived there for a long time. So whenever it was time for me to do my top books of the year, it was an obvious this was it, because this book, like most times when I read a book
during the year.
Huh?
Did you read it early in the year that year?
Yeah, I think it was like in like April, I think it was.
Oh wow, so it really. And
so this was, and it lived in my head that long, and I was just like, most times when I read something, a week later, I'd be able to tell you maybe a very vague synopsis. Yeah. A month later,
forget about it.
Forget that. You might get like one drop of something, like, oh yeah, there was a guy and a girl and they fell in love.
That's all I got. Some people died.
Oh, and there was a dog. That's like a month out, but this was like months out, and it was still like in my head, and I just like, I needed the next one. I wanted the next, I was like ready for it. And so that was like an obvious, this is the best, my number one for the year. Because when I was comparing it to all the other things that I had rated 5 stars, it was like nothing else could top it. And it makes me want to like go and look back and see what my other ratings were, or go back and look at what my number one books were for other years.
Yeah.
See how they're like, I want to read that again. I want to experience that again. The God of the Woods lives in my head, as well as the Poppy Fields. I have the God of the Woods. I haven't read it yet. I got it from Book of the Month, maybe, I think.
There's a lot of mixed reviews on that one. A lot of people really like it, and other people really don't.
Well, hopefully I like it, because I bought it. Okay. I need to go and visit with my family. And I'm stop eating on camera.
Go enjoy your dinner.
Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for co-hosting. Everybody, make sure you continue to read and continue to submit all of your points. Yes. You have until the end of the month. It's not over yet. You still have a couple more days. And let's finish strong. Go Team Pink.
Turquoise.
Go Pink Kevin. You can do it. Just do it all right now. Go read like 15 graphic novels. Come on.
Oh yeah. Read the issues, not the volumes.
Right. It wasn't advertised properly. It was a slow family drama more than a thriller. Okay, good to know.
I feel like that's a trend lately. Everything is being just marketed slightly off, and people aren't liking it.
Yeah, no, because you buy it with what you think you're going to get, and so then that's going to get books rated low.
Yeah,
Because
that's like with that pink and yellow cover that was actually like
I
a dark
tried
book.
to find that too.
Yeah,
Oh, I was totally like, hey, is it this book I'm about to call out? I was like, I know it's pink and yellow because I have it sitting on my stack on my floor in my room. I just got that from Book of the Month. All right. I need to go. Thank you guys. For everybody else here, I hope you enjoyed this live and the other. If you haven't seen the other, go check it out. Give us a big thumbs up and always be completely you. Bye.
Bye.